Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Tropico 6 Strategy and Tactics. Now, for those of you who've been following my series thus far, you might be saying, Pinstar, what the heck is this? Where's your embassy? Where's your cow pie block? Where's everything? Why are you in debt? And my answer to that is, well, this video is going to be a little bit of a non-standard one. Don't worry, we're continuing the next the regular series next week, but I wanted to make a very important point to you. So that is, this was actually the World War era entry state of one of my test games, one of the games I play to practice my strategies and my builds and bring you the more polished and refined stuff that I bring you. And as you can see here, things look fairly similar. I mean, we got the double-barreled tanneries. We got our two blocks here. This one still experimenting with the shape of it all, but essentially they're the same here. But we're in such a much worse condition. We are in the hole as opposed to being up 5,000 or so. And we came out of the World War era about a full year after we did last time. Can anyone spot the difference? Well, let's load into my game, the main game that you guys have been seeing at the state it was in when I exited World War era there. So here's my main series, and this is rewound a little bit. Obviously, we've gotten a full episode past this state, but this was my island in my main series when we emerged during the World War era. Now let's look at the differences. We are $5,000 in the positive. We've come out, and that's less a full year worth of exports. Compared to our other games. So we've not only come out richer, we've come out, more efficient about the whole thing. We still got our two blocks. We still got our two tanneries. We still have our monument. Where's the difference? Pause this video. See if you can figure out what's the difference. Give up? It's this. Remember in the early episodes, I had previously planned a Teamster's office here, and then I had said, in between episode 1 and 2 that I had relocated it down here. I realized I was about to repeat a mistake that I was... Actually, I think this was the one I relocated, but regardless, I was about to repeat a mistake that I made during my test game, and I wanted to correct that. Now, why was that such a big mistake? Well, having a Teamster's office up here might seem like a good idea. Because, hey, look, there's these tanneries here, and there's the fisheries, and the farm here, and the ranch, and it's right next to the dock where tons of stuff takes place. That's a great place for someone who has to move stuff around, right? Wrong. Because in order to start their job, our citizens have to walk from wherever they live all the way up to here, and then they can start driving stuff around. So I can tell you in my test game that with that up here and being about half of my Teamster workforce, that slowed down everything. Like literally slowed down everything. The hides got to my tannery slower, the leather got to my docks slower, all these goods got to here slower, and thus my paydays and freighter revenue windfalls came slower, and thus my development came slower. And it just put me behind. It was a snowball butterfly effect. So let this be a very important lesson to you all. And I wanted to do this sort of non-standard episode because I realized how much of a butterfly effect it has. Put your Teamsters near where your people live, not near where they need to bring goods. Because when they walk to the Teamster's office, they get in a truck. And then, or in the colonial era, they turn into a human cart. But either way, they get to go a lot faster around your island than they would just walking to work normally. So that loss of efficiency stacked up over the entirety of the colonial era is significant enough to have this much of an effect. Now, was my test island completely doomed? No, but we were in a lot worse place. We were playing catch up right from the get-go, and we did not really exit into the World War era in a very healthy state. We couldn't jumpstart our next segment of our economy. So that let that be a lesson. So regular series picks up on Monday, so keep an eye out for that. I wanted to do this also just to give myself a little bit more time to refine my next housing build for the World War era. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.